In this video, we're going to be talking about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Is this worth playing and buying for your Nintendo Switch? Let's go and talk about it. Let's go. A lot of these reviews I've seen have been comparing this game to Super Mario Bros. Odyssey, and I'm thinking, brother, this is like two different games altogether, because Super Mario Odyssey is like this 3D platformer. Every level is completely different, and it's just different. It's just a different experience, brother. So like, you can't compare a 2D platformer with like a 3D platformer in a way. Like, they're two separate like entities, all right? So we can't compare Super Mario Brothers Wonder with Odyssey, which is one of the best Nintendo Switch games, but it's just different. Like, so think of Mario as you've got your main series line, and then you've got like some different variations in that. Yes, Odyssey is sort of in that, but to me, the core of what Super Mario Brothers series is this 2D platformer, and I feel like this is sort of more connected with that sort of realm, if that makes sense. So we've got like the Super Mario Brothers series, which started in the Nintendo 64 era and earlier with the SNES, and earlier than that, like these were the original games in like the 1980s. And this is like all the way in the future now. So what's really cool about this game is the introduction of brand new characters. So we've got the Elephant Mario, which has some really cool features that everybody's talked about. Everyone's like, Elephant Mario. But what I love about this game in particular is we jump sort of straight into Elephant Mario as soon as possible. Like, they waste no time. It's sort of fast-paced in the sense of, yes, we have the special feature and we're gonna bring you straight into it. And we're in the flower sort of world. So we're in a brand new world. It's not sort of the Mushroom Kingdom that you're used to. We're in sort of the Flower Kingdom, right? And we have these Wonder Seeds, Wonder Flowers and stuff. We also have Royal Flowers. I'll get into that later. But with these Wonder Seeds, we collect a couple of those per each level, and those are really cool. And then we got the Wonder Plant, and that just brings the level to a brand new dimension, essentially. So what happens is the scene will change colors, or like something wild will happen, and it keeps you playing because you're like, okay, we're in this level, underwater, whatever, we're in this underwater world where I'm at right now. And then all of a sudden we hit the Wonder Flower, and the scene will completely change. So it keeps you playing for longer because it keeps you engaged with the level. And each and every single level in this game has like something unique and special about it. Some are designed better than others, I have to admit, but what is also really cool is each level is unique because we have different level designs. We have different difficulty designs for different levels. So we have really hard levels, we have really easygoing levels. So when you first start the game, you're gonna think, okay, this game is super easy to get into. And then when you sort of go further into the game, you realize, oh, hang on a minute, there is actually challenges with this game, and you have to figure out, okay, I have to attach this certain ability that you get at the start of each level. You select certain abilities like wall jumping or certain special effects. Anyway, you got these special effects, and then, you know, that equalizes to what you can do in the levels. So then you have to have certain special effects for certain levels and stuff like that. What is also cool is at the start of the game, you have a wide selection of all these characters. You could play as Mario, you could play as Luigi, you could play as Yoshi, you could play as all sorts, like even probably Princess Peach. You can play as the Mushroom Guy too. So super exciting stuff. What I love about this game is the unique sort of characters that it really brings into the world. Even some of the bad guys in the levels are really cool as well. Like, they have these like balls as well, and they're interactive. You know, different objects in the levels are unique in certain ways. So like, different honeycombs can be, you know, eaten away by this elephant Mario, and then that's how you get through the level. So you gotta think of like, okay, I can use this for this sort of thing. That's been really interesting. There's also so many levels to explore. There's over 100 levels. There's 8 worlds to explore, so there's a lot to do in the game. Relatively, it's gonna be about a 13-hour game overall for you to play. What's also great is it's a fully finished game that was actually released, which is actually amazing because a lot of games require updates after release. This game is like, that's it, it's done. And one of the top comments I saw for a video about this game review was, it's amazing what happens when they don't have deadlines for games. And this is what happens. And also, can I say, simplicity wins for games still. So for this game, 2D platformer, such a basic idea. It's just like every other Mario game, but they've added some extra elements and special effects to the game, but the core element is simple, and that's what we love, that's what we miss. And guess what? This game has been amazing because it's super simple, and that's what I feel like we're missing in today's world with all these brand new overcomplicated games. We don't need overcomplicated stuff all the time. We just want a simple, easy to play game to get straight into. You know, you just relax, you play the game, that's it, mate. Like, not every game has to be overcomplicated. Yes, different games are for a different fan base, but I feel like this one could actually be applicable to many different ranges of people because it's such an easy game to get into. You can enjoy it, pick it up anytime from your last place of where you were and carry on playing and enjoy it. There's no difficulty in the sense of, oh, how do I understand this mechanic? It's all relatively quite simple, and this storyline is easy to understand. Okay, we've got Bowser, we have to beat Bowser in the castle, stuff like that. So that's sort of my rant about video games being overcomplicated too far. And I feel like this game just captures the basic element and the simplicity of the game and really vamps it up with a lot of color, a lot of vivid imagination, and a lot of fun. And it's been an incredible journey with this game so far. It's definitely my go-to for like when I'm on the train for work or just relaxing at home. Like right now, this game has definitely been just so much fun to play. I've genuinely quite enjoyed it.